Hi, Kate here with one of my favorite artists, the Dutch painter Vincent van Gogh. You may know him by his most famous painting, The Starry Night, or even his series of sunflowers, seen behind me. While poor, misunderstood, and not appreciated in his lifetime, Van Gogh has become one of the most popular and influential artists in Western art. He helped pioneer the way to modern art, and many of his later contemporaries used his artwork as inspiration for their own. Before this time, artists were very careful with their brushstrokes and in trying to portray objects to make them look real. However, Van Gogh used his paint loosely, quickly, and experimented with bold colors to express emotion. This was thought by many to be ugly or bad art, but after he died at the age of 37, many came to understand that his style reflected his inner feelings and how truly great he was. While born in the Netherlands, Van Gogh actually spent a large amount of his later life in southern France. This time in 1888 is when he went through a period of enormous creativity and was creating about one complete painting every single day. That sounds like something I want to do. When Van Gogh got to southern France in the spring of 1888, he was inspired by all the beautiful fruit blossoms on the trees and started to paint as many versions as he could. Apricot, plum, and almond blossoms were especially interesting, and here we find this series of paintings. Van Gogh was particularly interested by Japanese woodcut prints. The flat planes of color, the lack of shadows, and the interest in nature helped Van Gogh to create his unique style that so many people recognize around the world today. The Almond Blossom painting was made to celebrate the birth of his nephew, who was named after him, and was the son of his favorite brother, Theo. Most of what we actually know today about Van Gogh comes from the numerous letters that he wrote to his brother Theo about his feelings and about his art. He was sad in his lifetime, but the fruit trees represented hope, rebirth, and optimism for Van Gogh. While this particular almond blossom painting seems to be the most popular today, he did many different versions of the almond blossoms, including branches in a cup and whole orchards of flowering trees. What do you think? Is there something that you love to draw over and over again? Is there something in nature that makes you feel calm and happy? Today we're going to be experimenting with different art materials to make our own almond blossom trees that will be good enough to hang on our wall.